Hi, thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to give it a little bit of time for everyone to just jump in and join because we set a date and a time of when we would be meeting here. If you're watching the replay, well then, I'm sorry, you can skip a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited, so I'll just wait until the time strikes exactly when it needs to strike. And I think this is something I was supposed to do for a long time and I've been avoiding it, so I'm excited that I get to do this right now. So I'll just wait a little bit more and let's see what happens. I'm just going to get myself a little bit comfortable. Okay, cool. Whew. I've got candles. And another one where I always feel like I am Mr. Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. And let's wait a little bit more until the time is right. Yeah, just started now, so yeah, time zones. Here it's 9 p.m, which in a few days will mean something. France is entering an even stricter series of measures for COVID, so we're going to have a curfew from 9 p.m. till 6 a.m. every night, starting on Saturday, which includes my birthday. So having fun these days, right? Having fun. If you're suffering from our pandemic, our crisis, I'm sending you all the love and all the support via energy, because yeah, we're having difficult days and I know that some people have been touched in different ways. So I'm just mentioning that, but I'm sure that my curfew story is nothing compared to other people's stories of COVID. So thank you for joining, and let's wait a little bit more. Hi. Until we've got more people to come, because we're actually going somewhere, so no one can join midway. That would be weird. Yes. But I'm excited. Let's go to Sirius. I've had an incarnation there where I met a lot of people that are here, so I'm excited to go to this place and see with who we go and what happens there, because it's a powerful one. Okay, cool. More people. A little bit more. Yeah, I'm just giving it time so that everyone can start. But in the meantime, if you want to set intentions about your travel, right? We're traveling together, and I also wanted to ask you, is it your first time? Is it your first time? Because basically I've been told by the Akashic Records to show you how easy it is, to really like just be a guide and show you like this is how you do it. It's kind of easy, and let's go and let's see, so that people get to discover those other parts of the universe without fear. We do it here once, and then you can do it tomorrow, you can do it to other places and get stamps on your universal passport. So yeah, I'm excited. So I'm giving it a few more minutes. In the meantime, I recommend having water with you and not driving, of course, not being in charge of any situation around you. You're going to relax, right? Your physical body needs to relax. So if it's a space where you could really trust that no one's going to interrupt, or where your body can actually relax and know that there will be no danger. Okay, so for you it's your first time. Cool, I'm very excited. I'm just giving it a little bit more time. I trust that other people will come and join in. I know with time zones I'm a little bit early for the days of the people who live on the other continent, on the other side of the Atlantic. But for me it's 9 p.m, so it's my brain is still awake, right? Of course I could wait, but my brain I wouldn't be my best. So thank you for joining me and trusting me. So let's start. So we're going to Sirius. So Sirius is the closest to us, to our planet. It has huge connections with our general system of how we're going about, with energy and how we understand like how energy works and stuff. Like the algorithm is kind of near what we have here on Earth. So they've been exchanging with us. They've been helping us to, dial everything down. And I didn't plan on doing this, but they kind of called on to me. So I have the Galactic Heritage deck, and I was like, wait a minute, I remember there's a few cards for Sirius, let's just see. So I picked all the Sirius cards, and I was like, I'm going to kind of draw a map of what the energies are. And I realized that there was a card peeking out of the full deck, and I took it, and of course it was a Sirius card that I missed, that I didn't see, and it was coming full circle. So it's in the present timeline. They have different timelines. So Sirius, so if you want to get that frequency, and it's interesting that I didn't see it, that I picked all the other, but that was the one that wanted to be there. And then out of the other ones, I saw a card that was speaking out of all the Sirius cards, and it's in the past of Sirius long-term goals. So I'm going to be reading you those cards before we set to our travels, because that's what the Akashic records are letting me know, like you have to do those things, so I'll just do it. So I'm gonna read you coming full circle, and then we're going to braid it back and weave it back with the long-term goals. In the ancient days, the Syrians placed codes within our DNA to help us evolve when the time was right. That time is now. Humankind is awakening as the Syrians had hoped. Their task has come full circle. If you pull this card, then you have a connection to that ancient Syrian past, and because of humankind awakening, you have recently completed a karmic pattern held for thousands of years. You may feel subtle energy of completions, or you may feel nothing at all, but if you have any guilt about things left undone in the ancient past, it is not necessary to hold that pattern any longer. This card is connected to the ancient Sirius era, when our ET forefathers committed to long-term goals, which is that other card, and completed most of them. When we complete goals or complete a cycle, we come full circle and are ready to start a new cycle of learning. If this card comes up in your reading, it is very possible that you have just completed a cycle of learning and are ready to start a new one. If you feel this is not true and that you are currently stuck in a situation, then you can interpret this to mean that with all the work or avoidance you have done regarding an issue, you are coming full circle around to confront it again, giving you an opportunity to transform it once and for all. This is a powerful glance to be, and when this card comes up, it usually means you are poised for a powerful transformation in your life circumstances. Look to the other cards for further clarifications if you need it. If you are contemplating a serious decision in life, and you feel that you have completed your past lessons, then this is a great time to take that leap of faith into the unknown and begin a new cycle of learning and growth. So we are starting this new cycle. It feels like that energetically, like we're actually entering into a deeper layer of our genes, of our being, of what we are here to liberate within our being. And today is also a day where Mercury goes retrograde, so it went retrograde already. So we're actually going to spend 3 weeks of, just going back, like coming full circle into that last end of our usual cycle. So I'm happy that we got those cards, that this text gave that, and that, like, as I said, it really is something that I have no plans on doing, and I actually was like, I should be cancelling this, and then I'm just doing what the records told me. So let's go, let's see what happens. And welcome, Bernisha, thank you for joining us. So we're going to start with, I'm going to guide you, so it's through a visualization, it's through meditation, and I know that we are going to receive energies. We're going to a temple of healing, so I'm not giving you energies, they will. So we're going to Sirius, where you will be receiving energies there. So does anyone here know if you had a Syrian past life, or a Syrian starseed origin, or maybe an incarnation or a communication with Syrians? We're going to Sirius B, that's what they told me. There's Sirius A and B, I think there's also Sirius C. The guidance was really like Sirius B, so yeah, I'm excited to show you. At the end of our meditation, I will bring us back here at the end of our travel, and if you want to, you can request to be in the live and share your experiences, and everyone can come and do this. And if you don't, you can just say I'm off and thank you and let's go. But I want to ground us back after our travel. So Bernisha knows about Sirius, and I only know I'm from Orion, nothing more. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting. There's connections as well. So let's go, right? So I would right now ask you to lean back, rest on a surface. If it means also lay down, you can lay down. Get yourself in a position that just feels like your body can relax. And if you want to start to just, I would call it like rock yourself to being in the body. So moving your shoulders, moving your hips, swaying like the wind sways the trees. And you can do that laying down as well, just, moving those axes between the hips and the shoulders. We're going to drop down from the mantle, so let's move slowly and embrace this moment. And now we're going to start breathing deeply. So you breathe in through your nose, as in the air, the energy goes all the way to your third eye, and then you exhale through your mouth. So do those series of breathing. In the third eye, and then out through the mouth. And I would love for you to ask permission to your body, to your subconscious, to your inner child, to connect with a higher frequency, a frequency that is of the soul, and to let them know that you will be safe. Whatever you do, you will be safe, and I can also vouch for that. This is a trusting moment where you will be going and you will be coming back. There's actually different links that connect you through your physical body from wherever you go, because what we're doing, you do it every night. Every night you just go somewhere and then you come back here. You are connected with a silver thread, a silver link that connects your astral body to your physical body. So no matter where you go, you always come back. I'm also going to ask our guides, all of your guides, as well as my guides, to protect us, to surround us, so that wherever we go, they will be creating a fortress, let's say, of energy that helps us cross the 4D and go directly into the 5D, the 6D, alright? So I would love for you to visualize that your solar plexus underneath your ribs, in the center, underneath your heart, in the diaphragm, is opening itself. And when we open that door, we let all the stress, all the emotional turmoil, all the deep, deep depth that we experience today, just have a breather, open up, flow out, take up space, and maybe offer us a different perspective during our time. I would love for you to use your fingers and connect one hand with the other so that we can create this relay, this safety, this connection to the physical body. So holding your fingers the way you want to do, and still continue to breathe in through your nose, deeply into your third eye, and exhale through your mouth. And I'm going to just let us open a door in our crown for our consciousness, our awareness of the world around us, to go up to the crown, outside of the crown, and look like a shimmering light on top of your head. And it's slowly going to disregard the law of gravity and start to float up, up, up towards the ceiling. And now we're going to go out of the building, wherever you're in, wherever you're at. And slowly we start to lift up, continually going up, outside of your city, outside of your country, and going up towards the atmosphere, all the different layers, and feeling, visualizing the difference of temperature, the difference of frequency that all of those different layers have. And as we reach the utmost layer, the farthest layer of the atmosphere, we're going to collect, we're going to meet each one of us and sit on that border between the atmosphere and outer space. And it's nice to see you, it's nice to witness you. Thank you for being here. And as you can see, there's different guides around us. And what they're going to do is that your guides are going to come to you and start showing you your Merkaba. And your Merkaba is your light body. It is a series of geometrical forms that help you to go to other dimensions safely, to travel to other dimensions. So I don't know if you visualize what it looks like, but I'm gonna tell you. So you're going to start drawing a pyramid that goes down from the top of your head or the top of your lights, your shimmering lights, well into your hips. And so the base of that pyramid is around your hips. And that pyramid is not 2D, it's 3D. So you're going to see all the angles, all the depth, all the volume of that pyramid that is from your head to your hips. And your guides are just outlining all those angles, all the geometrical forms for you. And now they're going to set it in motion, and it's going to turn counterclockwise. So within your body, your staying body, you're actually going to see this counterclockwise pyramid turning and turning and turning. And now we're going to add another pyramid, but this one is upside down. So the pointy end is actually at your feet, and the surface, the base, the foundation is at the top, surrounding your breasts, your area of your breast, your heart. And that surface, that full volume, I really want you to continue to visualize it, as well as the other pyramid. And your guides are going to set it into motion in a clockwise fashion. So you are inside of a Star of David in 3D, and it's turning in 2 different motions. And that is your light body. This is your chariot, your vehicle, your car, your spaceship, truly your individual spaceship. And you can continue to visualize it. Maybe it's pulsating light. Maybe you just feel the speed of the motion. Maybe you see it, maybe you smell it. It feels like freshly cut lemon to me. And now that we're all here within our light body, I really want you to concentrate on visualizing this, as well as the following words. So we're going to leave the atmosphere, we're going to leave to Earth, and we're through the stars and different planets of our solar system. And we're going to travel and see the stars, see the highways of the stars. Everything is in motion, and some have elliptical orbits, some have different kind of orbits, but we're going to take a beautiful highway and follow that motion. Our light body, pulsating light, and we're just there. We're not running that engine, we're not advancing, we're not adding energy to it. We're actually being pushed by the highway, the elliptical orbit that's pushing us. We're being carried by the energy of space, just like gravity makes us keep on the earth, while the force of the fields of the different planets and the sun is making all of this move. So we're actually not moving, we're being surrendered into the motion of space. So with our intentions of going to Sirius, being in our light body, we're just being carried effortlessly into our highway, all the way to different depth, different darkness, different clouds, different nebulas. And within the Cancer portion of our Earth, advancing towards the very center of the constellation of the Cancer, the crab, we're slowly seeing a new world unfold before us. And within that constellation, we can see a bright, shining Sirius A. But we can also see another space that just attracts us. Its frequency, it's magnetizing, it's taking us, it's bringing us forward. Because we need that space as much as it needs us. They called for us. And so we slowly advance, pulled into the field of Sirius B. And what I see is a lot of purple. If you want to see that, or if you see something else, just continue with what comes up. But advancing into the field, let's say the atmosphere, even though it's a different texture, we're entering the first part of Sirius B. And there's a lot of different lights that come to us, join us, welcome us, and they show us the way into where exactly we're going. So I can see gigantic waterfalls of purple smoke, of purple clouds. And slowly we're being brought into a cave underneath that waterfall. And the cave is never ending. It's actually a whole world. And we're just still floating through the cave all together. And there's a lot of people following us, adding their energy to our mission, curious to see what will happen. And we just follow them and then bring us to a gigantic round space where we can see the sky. It's an open part of the cave, and when you open your eyes, when you witness it in your heart, there's a lot of pillars, but pillars made out of earth, like stalagmites and stalactites, and they are creating this beautiful round and oval opening into the sky, and we're being placed in the middle, within the safety of that cave, but the open sky. And within that open sky, there's a beautiful purple shimmering light, and it speaks to us through it feels like there's thunder, and the thunder is speaking to our soul, and that thunder is God and the goddess themselves. It's our creator, our creatrix. And it just speaks to our heart, our heartbeat, our soul, our genes, through this different thunder. So I'm going to stay silent and let you receive your healing moments, because that's what it is. Let's listen with our heart, with our heartbeat, with our breath. Even if you don't hear anything, you're receiving frequency right now. So maybe you can witness what your body feels like, maybe what your thoughts are about. Nothing is an accident. Everything happens exactly with the creator's motions. So listen to that. It's about being, not doing. And you of course can ask questions to this sky. You can inquire or set a specific intention. You can ask for help. I'm being guided to just tell you the throat chakra could be receiving a lot right now. So you're allowed to ask to our source, our energy, our creator. Help me with this. I surrender into it. And now that we received our healing, I would love for you to start witnessing your body. Do you feel like you have 5 fingers in each hand, or do you have antennas? Just try to witness what is happening there. And maybe you can look around. Maybe you do see us. What do we look like? Do you see one another? Do you see your guides? Do you see the Sirius energy? we can say thank you. We can also give an offering. In any way that it looks like to you. And slowly we're going to join hands and set the intention that we may be returned to Earth. So visualizing your light body, your Merkaba, your spinning pyramids, we're going to just reach into our back, between our hips, a little bit above our hips, and we're going to find that silver string that ties us to the physical body, and we're going to pull at it and let it start itself and bring us back without any effort back into the physical body. So we're going to slowly get out of Sirius, slowly say goodbye to the clouds, to the cave, to the waterfalls. Cross space, the planets, the stars, and slowly advance towards our blue planet. I would love to actually go to the North Pole together. Visually, we can just see the penguins and the snow and sit there and give another offering. Bring something to that magnetic pole that we just brought to Sirius, and maybe you don't have it, but I'm going to give something just there before we set back to our own continents. A little bit of that creator connection, that's how it feels. Giving an access to creator, to speaking with creator on our own planet. A little bit of that purple cloud with thunder. And now, fly back to your continent. Wherever you are. Start entering your country, zooming into your city, zooming into your neighborhood, and finally witnessing your building, your floor, and your body. So we're going to stay above our crown chakra. Enter the door that we opened and rejoined with our neocortex, our full brain, our nervous system, and then slowly the energy trickles down our nose, our mouth, our lips, our chin, our ears, our neck, our shoulders, our heart, our breast, our organs, our ribs, and just trickling down, healing the physical, down our solar plexus, our sacral, our hips, our roots, and our legs. And if there's any energy that's a little bit extra, if you feel a little bit spazzy, frazzled, we're going to let that energy drop into the earth, towards your earth star, and into the core of the earth. And I would love right now for you to say something out loud using your throat. Whatever you want to say. And I'm going to help all of you just close your crown chakra, close that door that we opened in order to ground you back fully into this planet. You can have a big inhale and a big exhale. Move your shoulders, get yourself back in the physical. Drink some water. And if there's any request live, or you can go and write down what you saw, write down what you felt to your own journal, or in a personal DM with me, or here. Thank you so much. I really loved going there, and I was not expecting that. I really wasn't expecting all those details, all this beautiful energy, and coming back to those ideas of coming back to those it really about facilitating an ending and not thinking about the beginning. I don't know if you felt that too. It was not about do this, do that, now you healed, now you're going somewhere. It was really about right now we're saying goodbye to this, and that's it. Well, you're welcome to everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I loved it. How do you feel? Do you see how things happen in a certain way? You set your light body into motion. You set your intentions. You get your guides, and then you just let it unfold before you. And then you come back through that silver string. It's not really complicated to go outside. It's really powerful. And I wanted to give you that experience so that it's not based on what the words that people use, because to me, any words that I've seen about traveling to other dimensions really is confusing. But the reality of it, when you experience it, is that you're not really disconnected from the physical. So that's kind of what I wanted to share, so that if you're scared of leaving the physical, well, you actually experience that you're not really, doing that. I don't know if I will be doing this again soon. I've been doing this in all my retreats. So if you want to join my retreats, we have a lot of different experiences where I usually do this. There's a membership plan as well. So if you don't have to buy the retreats, you can just sign up for the expansion and go, and there's a few retreats there, and I'm doing new retreats. So I don't know if I will still do events like this, but we'll see. I'm just following what the Akashic Records tell me, so yeah. But there's a few places that I've been noting the names of and going there for different purposes. So that's especially in the Earth Star Chakra retreat, where we travel to all the Earth chakras. That was really, really powerful. So I encourage that, the Earth Star Chakra retreat. Other than that, God, I want to go back to Sirius. Let's go back. But if, for example, you told me you're from Orion, try going to Orion and set the intention to go to Orion right now. Set the timeline, because basically we can travel to all those places in the past as well. Orion had a lot of wars, so go now, don't go in the past. You don't want to end up on a battlefield. But yeah, and for anyone else who has different origins here, go to your origins, try. And also for you who just joined, Nishal, you Mercury retrograde, right? Mercury retrograde. I think it would be one to start healing your That is cool. Your star seed parents. So yeah, you can do that meditation. Thank you everyone for being here. My internet just Mercury retrograde, so I hope everything works. Take care of yourself.